Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to Clear the Ice. Sorry about that. I was trying to get that big old thing off the screen there. Flyers win tonight 4-2 over those Florida Panthers, and that's the second time now this year that they've beaten the defending Stanley Cup champions. What a game it was. Flyers, again, giving up an early 2-goal lead for the 10th time this year. That's right, 10 times already. They have come back from a 2 or more goal deficit to at least tie the game or win. So Flyers win tonight 4-2. We're going to go over the scoring as well. Just a little programming note here on It's a Wrap, guys. No final word tonight with Matty B. He will be back. He is actually working tomorrow. He is doing the holiday tomorrow. He is having his Thanksgiving spectacular tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Again, at 9 o'clock. So Matty B will be on. And also our Fighting's final coverage, our season in review. Here it is. Him and Al the other night, they taped it. That'll be on tomorrow at noon. There you go. So make sure you guys are well tuned in for that. I'm going to go ahead and just read off the roster. Friday, let's go right here. There you go. Friday, you will have myself hosting the post game for Eagles and Bears, which will be probably around 7:30ish. Give or take, because of the game starting at a really weird time. It starts at 3. So I would imagine around maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock, that game should be going final. Then 8 o'clock, you will have Gridiron Weekly. Will and John and the rest of the boys will have you covered with that. And then Matty B will be back with Flyers and Islanders, which, by the way, like, we may run concurrent because I believe it's only an hour difference of start time between the Eagles game and the Flyers and Islanders. So be on the lookout. Friday night will be very busy. Saturday, it will be the very last Happy Valley Huddle for the season, as we will transition the post-game show into a weekly Penn State show starting next fall. And then, of course, Sunday, you got me and Al kicking everything off with Philly AM Sports. You have Will and John and the rest of the guys doing Steelers pre- and post-game with the Steel City Sunday. And then Matty B will come in and clean everything up on Sunday night. So that is our schedule for the rest of this week. So, guys, tomorrow have the most happiest and healthiest Thanksgiving from my family to all of yours. Make sure you guys go in, eat a lot of bird. I got to be careful I say that. Pat might pop up somewhere. But again, and speaking of Pat, make sure you check him out on TikTok. He's been doing his little random lives here and there. Make sure you go over and support our boy Pat on the Gobbler, and also It's a Wrap pages over on TikTok. So make sure you do that. And just like I said, a lot of good football games on tomorrow. Starting at noon, you got Packers and Lions, and then you have Kansas City Cowboys. It finishes off tomorrow night with Cincinnati at Baltimore, the return of Joe Burrow. So you have a lot going on tomorrow, and then you have Eagles Bears on Friday. So you have a lot going on really over the next 48 hours in sports-wise, especially with Philadelphia sports also. And, again, maybe with some of the hot stove. But let's get back to this Flyers victory tonight. But before we do that, I'm going to go in and check out some of you guys left me some comments. So let's see. Joe Hale checking in saying, hey, everyone. Adam C's checking in saying, great game. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Adam. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Joe Hale says, great Flyers win. He said they lead the league, or they lead the NHL in comeback victories. Yeah, is that a good thing, though? Is that a good thing, Joe? That means they get down early, Joe, wishing everybody also a happy Thanksgiving. Adam says, close all the buffets. Pat is on the prowl. Yeah, Pat has not met a buffet that he does not like. So definitely go ahead and check that out. If you see a buffet, just look for Pat. You will find him there. But all right, guys, we're going to get into this game a little bit. Florida would get the proverbial ball rolling in the first period. 5:21 of the first period. Our old nemesis, Brad Marchand, would score from Bennis and Verheeg. We get the helpers on that, giving Florida a 1-0 lead. And that's how the first period would end. Then Verheeg would score. Again, Bennett with another assist. And this time, Ekeblad would also get the other helper, giving Florida a 2-0 lead, almost the same time as the first period goal. This time it's 5:16 of the second period. It would stay 2-0 for roughly about almost, I don't know, just a little under 3 minutes when Emil Andre would score from Jamie Drysdale and Owen Tippett, cutting that lead to 2-1. At the 7:57 mark, he would take a wrist shot and get it by Bob. Bob had a very interesting game tonight. From what I did not see the full game, I did see a good portion of it, but Bob looked like he was a little off tonight. I definitely seen Bob play better games. You would be about another 3.5, almost 4. Little more than 4, little more than 3.5 minutes later, Matvey Michkov would deflect a Andre shot. Andre would get an assist along with Drysdale, and it would tie the game up at 2. And that's how the second period would end. And basically, third period, it was back and forth on the third period. Excuse me, real quick. It was back and forth until the final minute. Literally 19:14 of the third period. This guy, third goal in the last 4 games, Tyson Forrester from Travis Sanheim and York at the 19:14 mark. He beats Bob to give the Flyers a 3-2 lead. And literally 21 seconds later, Sean Couturier from Christian Dvorak puts the puck in the net, ices the game for the Flyers as they do win 4-2 in this one. Your final box scores, guys, for tonight. Shots on goal. Flyers had 18 shots, so they scored 4 goals on 18 shots. The Panthers with 27 shots. Face-offs, 52-48 in favor of the Panthers. Power play, Flyers were 0 for 1. The Panthers were 0 for 3. Flyers with 6 penalty minutes. The Panthers with 2. Flyers were out hitting this game 33-17. Block shots, Flyers actually blocked 15-12 in this one. Giveaways, Flyers did not turn the puck over as much tonight as the Florida Panthers did. Florida with 21 turnovers tonight. Flyers with 14 turnovers. And takeaways, the Panthers have 5. The Flyers had 4. So far right now, today was the last of the series this year for Flyers and Panthers. So we will not see the Panthers again unless it is the postseason. And the Flyers have taken 2 out of 3 from Florida. So, they had a very, I think they played Florida very well this year. If you really kind of take a look at it, the first game was a very, very highly contested game in the opener. Flyers did lose that one 2-1. But since that game, the Flyers have outscored the Panthers 9-4. So if you're really looking at it in the season series, they scored 10 goals and gave up 6 to the defending Stanley Cup champions. I'll take that. They've taken 2 or 3 from them. And, that's boding very, very well for this Flyers team. So, again, oh, damn. I forgot to do. Where'd it go? There it is. I forgot to read you guys something real quick with this. Where's it at? Here it is. Your 3 stars of the game. Emil Andre, 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. Verheeg for Florida, also 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points. And your number 1 star of the game, Tyson Forrester, with the game winner. He had 1 goal. So there are your 3 there's your 3 stars of the game for tonight as well. We are going to do a little wraparound the NHL, and once we are done this wraparound of the NHL tonight, we can definitely turn around and I'll take some of your comments as we get ready for Turkey Day tomorrow. In Carolina, it was the Rangers doubling up the Hurricanes 4-2. Also 4-2 in Pittsburgh as the Penguins handled the Sabres tonight. Right now, late in the third period down in Washington, it's the Capitals 4, the Jets 3. The Islanders took a loss today to the Boston Bruins 3-1. In overtime, it has just ended in Columbus. The Toronto Maple Leafs have won in overtime over the Blue Jackets 2-1. The Tampa Bay Lightning have beaten the Calgary Flames 5-1. It was the Nashville Predators 6, the Red Wings 3. The New Jersey Devils won in overtime tonight as they won 3-2. And these games are currently ongoing. Right now, the Chicago Blackhawks are hosting the Minnesota Wild, and right now the Blackhawks are up 1-0 as they are halfway through the second period. End of the first period, Colorado Avalanche with a 2-0 lead over the San Jose Sharks. The Mammoth and the Canadiens are tied, nothing about midway through the first period out there in Utah. The Vegas Golden Knights host the Ottawa Senators tonight, roughly in about 5 minutes or so. The Ducks and the Canucks play also in about 5 minutes, and the Stars visit the Kraken out there in Seattle also. So, again, no NHL for Thursday. Everything resumes back on Friday, on Black Friday. A lot of afternoon games on Friday. As I'm taking a look through the schedule here, I'm going to be honest with you. You have 3 games that are at night. You have Pittsburgh going to Columbus. That's at 7 o'clock at night. The Predators and Blackhawks are playing at 8 o'clock, and the Mammoth visit Dallas to play the Stars. Everything else is early. Capitals and Maple Leafs are 5 p.m. First, a drop of the puck. Hurricanes and Jets also at 5 o'clock. 4 o'clock, you have Sharks and Canucks out there on the left coast. Panthers host the Flames at 4 o'clock. Senators and Blues in St. Louis also at 4. Ducks and Kings, 4 o'clock out there. Sabres and the Devils at the Sabres, so they're doing a home and home. 4 o'clock. Golden Knights hosting the Canadiens at 4 o'clock. Flyers and Islanders at 4 o'clock. The Colorado Avalanche visiting the Wild 3:30 on Friday, and then you have your 2 early games. Lightning visiting the Red Wings at noon, and then you have the Rangers playing the Bruins in Boston at 1 o'clock. So there is your NHL scoreboard and a look ahead to Friday's schedule. Matty B will be on the call with you guys for that. I'm just taking a look just to double check some things here. And there you go. There you have it. So I will be on Friday as well with not with Matty, but I will be on Friday as well, as I will have the Eagles, the Birds flyby. So make sure you do that. Check us out then. And this week is last week for the Happy Valley Huddle. That's right. About 7:30 on Saturday night, I will be doing the last post game of the Happy Valley Huddle. As like I said, we will reformat that for next football year for Penn State, as we will be the Happy Valley Huddle will actually become its own show during the week. So again, make sure you guys check that out as well. And again, they finished the season up with Rutgers. So now, guys, it's all you. I'm going to answer your questions, and I'm going to make sure you see what you guys have to say. We got Big Al checking in. Oh, look at that. Look at him. Looking like a young Mike Ditka right there. Look at him. All he needs is the mustache, and he can beat Ditka. Oh, God, look at him. Such a handsome fellow there. Happy Turkey Day to you too, Al. He said, who would be my player of the game? My player of the game would be Dan Villar. Giving up 2 goals on 27 shots. Ooh. Adam Cease, what are you cooking for Thanksgiving? I don't know. Let's see, Adam. I think everybody in the civilized world is having turkey tomorrow. and I'm one of them. But I'm not making it. My wife is actually making it. So my wife will be up bright and early, singing and dancing and getting stuff ready. She already told me I am not allowed in the kitchen tomorrow. I am restricted just to sitting and watching football all day. And I think I'm going to take her advice on that. So, I'm not going to argue with the wife. Mike Pappernick checking in says, Happy Thanksgiving, brother. You too, Mike. Enjoy up there, brother. Me and Mike go back and forth a lot with football. We send each other a lot of text or voice messages throughout the game, especially during baseball season. We do the same thing. Mike is a very, very long time friend of mine before I even started doing this. So, again, Mike, you and the family, dude, have a happy Thanksgiving as well. Speaking of family, my partner, Pat Bernard, happy big birthday. See, look, right away, he's got to make it that. He's just got to make it that. Pat's going to be so happy tomorrow. He's going to have so much meat in his mouth. That's how you know I've been around them too long. I'm just saying. All right, guys. Well, I want you guys to all really seriously have a happy Thanksgiving. From my family to yours, everybody here at It's a Wrap. All of our crazy comments. Joe Hale says, Pat, we miss you on the airwaves. Don't worry. Pat's like a rash. He goes away, but then he comes back and he's stronger than ever. So I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing Pat a lot quicker than people think. But we all miss Pat. We miss him. He's been a staple of P&M in the AM, and that's why that's why it's called that's why it's called this show. That's right. It's me and Al. Philly AM Sports with Al and Mike. So that's why we did Philly AM for Al, me, Mike. So that's why we did that. So again, when Pat comes back, I'm pretty sure there will be a resurrection of P&M in the AM. So don't ever hold out hope. But guys, just like I said, just to make sure, Friday, Flyers and Islanders. That's the next one upcoming. It'll be at 4:00 puck drop up on the island. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Have a healthy and happy Thanksgiving. Root for whoever you're going to root for the football games tomorrow. I already know who most of us are rooting for on Friday. So have a good night, guys. Flyers win 4-2. It's time to eat some turkey.